There are moments when everything looks fine, but nothing feels certain. You go through your day. You do what needs to be done. You reply. You show up. You keep things moving. And from the outside, it may not even look like anything is wrong. But underneath it, there is a quiet question. What am I supposed to be doing right now? And that question does not always arrive dramatically. Sometimes it shows up in small ways. You pause. In the middle of something simple. You check something again, as if clarity might suddenly appear. You think about your next step, but it does not fully form. You look at your life, and instead of seeing a path, you see fragments. Things you could do. Things you should maybe do. Things other people seem to be doing. And none of it settles. Then there are moments when it becomes more noticeable. At night, when things are quieter, when there is less noise, less movement, less to distract you, and the thought becomes clearer. I don't know what comes next. Not dramatically. Not in a way that is easy to explain. But enough to feel it. A sense that something is unsettled. Like you are living inside a question mark. Like life is moving, but your sense of direction is not moving with it. And the mind does not like that. It wants clarity, direction, certainty. So it searches. It thinks. It revisits old ideas. It runs through possibilities, trying to create answers that are not ready yet. And that can feel exhausting. Not because something is wrong, but because you are trying to hold what is still forming. That is such an important difference. Because when people feel lost, they often assume something has gone wrong, that they missed something, that they are behind. that everyone else somehow understands life better than they do. But often, what is really happening is quieter than that. You are in between versions of your life. Between what used to fit and what has not fully arrived yet. Between who you were and who you are still becoming. And in between spaces, very often feel like lostness, until you understand what they are. Now notice this. Uncertainty does not mean you are off track. It often means you are in the middle of something that has not fully revealed itself yet. This is what it feels like when direction is still taking shape. Not absent, just unseen. Not gone, just not fully clear yet. And that matters, because it changes the meaning of the moment. You are not standing in emptiness. You are standing in formation. Something is still arranging itself. Something is still becoming visible. Something is still gathering shape beneath the surface. Even if your mind cannot fully name it yet. And perhaps that is why it feels so uncomfortable. Because part of you knows something is shifting, but you cannot yet see enough of it to feel steady. So you keep reaching for answers. Should I stay? Should I leave? Should I begin something new? Should I already know by now? And underneath all those questions, there is often one deeper fear. What if I waste time? What if everyone else is moving and I'm standing still? What if I'm the only one who doesn't know? But you are not the only one. A lot of people live in this space quietly, functioning, smiling, working, showing up, and privately wondering, what is my life asking of me now? If you can, take a slow breath with me. In gently. and out, slowly. Again. In and out. You do not need to solve your whole life in this moment. You do not need to decide everything. You do not need to force clarity. You do not need to turn uncertainty into emergency. You can be here without having the full picture. Because peace is not always the result of certainty. Very often, it is the ability to rest, even when certainty is not there. That is a different kind of steadiness. Not the steadiness of knowing everything. The steadiness of trusting that not everything has to be known yet. Right now. Nothing needs to be figured out. Nothing needs to be final. This moment can simply be a pause. You are allowed to not know. You are allowed to be in between. You are allowed to take your time. This season, even if it feels unclear, is not empty. Something is still forming. Quietly. Something is still shifting, even if you cannot see it yet. And you do not need to rush it. If it feels comfortable, place your hand gently on your chest. Just for a moment. You are here. Even in the unknown, you are here. And that is enough. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not doing this wrong. You are in a moment that has not fully unfolded yet. And that is okay. Right now, you do not need all the answers. You just need this moment. And this breath. You do not need certainty to be okay. You do not need a perfect plan to still be moving. You do not need to understand the whole path to trust the next few steps. Sometimes life becomes clear, not when you force answers, but when you stop fighting the fact that you are in a season of becoming. And becoming often feels like uncertainty before it feels like direction. So if you feel lost right now, it may not mean you have no path. It may simply mean the path is still appearing, one honest step at a time. Stay here for a moment. Just breathing. Just being. Nothing to force. Nothing to prove. Nothing to rush. You are not empty. You are not late. You are not broken. You are in the middle of something that is still finding its shape. And for now, that is enough.